to the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are under. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And some space here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
Ah! Who the fuck? Who the fuck? Who the fuck you think?
On target there is Stephon Diggs. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
No, bitch!
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
Oh, my God, bro.
On 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite get to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Oh my gosh, how, bro?
Picked on by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
No way.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his tight end.
Ain't no way.
Touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on. He's got him.
No, bro.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, my God, bro. What?
It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cousins rolling to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And here's
Bro.
another interception.
No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. Hey.
No
Hey.
And he is going
Bro,
to
no.
score. It's a pick 6. Lead in the opening quarter, and man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the depth.
What is Madden
For
on, bro?
yourself
What
and
the
for your
fuck?
team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone.
Try this
What's
and
truly
shit.
incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Bro, that shit
And
weird.
this one is incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins.
Oh, bro, how, bro?
4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already? They're certainly hoping.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, But I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Allen going to throw
on the inside. Oh my God!
His tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Come on, boy.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Bro, nobody want to hear that, Ree.
Hey.
Shut up, Ree. Shut up, Ree. Shut up, Ree. Shut up, Ree. Shut up, Ree.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Bro, Ree, how can you not beat this man, bro? I got 35 zip, nigga.
No. Nigga. Hey, go to your camera real quick, bro. Go to your camera real quick.
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Linebacker.
No. Loud
What a
ass.
nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 25 yards that time.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a long touchdown. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Got me so.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now here is another interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game, doesn't it?
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills extend their lead yet again. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ed Oliver. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, In this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the...
And that is caught. Touchdown.
Ain't no way, bruh. What the?
52
This game
and the Bills are pouring it on.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, my gosh, son. Get off nuts.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yo, you see that drop?
It was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Out to his left, and it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to claw one back.
Well, the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
He'll buy some time right.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A very solid gain of 27.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on. Ball League on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Just team, listen. Nigga, how you ride? Nigga, how you slide?
The Minnesota offense about
Nigga,
ready
how
to get
you
this
ride?
next drive underway. Where we stand
Nigga,
right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
They start flying.
Self-inflicted wounds they've had.
Sorry, Hill, but I ain't talking Brian.
You would have to think that's going to be.
He got cooked like a soup.
Heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
Nigga better read
and
them
figure
books.
out how to not do it in the future. And
Like his tater off his noggin.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
And now here is another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well
smoke like lighter.
Single digits on the scoreboard.
I told him I'm firefighter. He tried to throw, he throw in the pick. Okay.
Your goal every
Why
game
he
is
running?
to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance. The Panthers.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Throwing, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And Diggs has it.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
4. Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
Another target for Stephon Diggs.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cousins now.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot now for Cousins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Yeah.
Want to show your best, and I think that's what we
Ain't no way, bro.